Awaken from the cosmic dream. You can understand life as God's cosmic dream movie if you analyze the dream movies you create every night in sleep. Sometimes you have nightmares, and sometimes you have lovely dreams. How real they seem, not only to you, but also to those beings in your dream. But when you wake up, you know that they were not real, and you can laugh at that unreality. Of course, everyone prefers beautiful dreams to nightmares. I remind God of this. If we must participate in your dreams, Lord, we like beautiful dreams of health and smiles instead of nightmares of disease or mental suffering. But the trouble is, as long as you will love beautiful dreams and fear nightmares, giving reality to any dream happenings, when nightmares come you will suffer. Therefore, the masters say, awake from both the beautiful dreams and the nightmares. If you are attached to human happiness, you are in for a lot of trouble, because nightmares are inevitable along with the beautiful dreams. But if you will think of a dream as a dream, whether it is enjoyable or dreadful, you will have peace. When you realize that life is a dream, then you are free. That is the philosophy the great masters of India teach, that this world, this creation, is the dream of God. Just as when you are half awake and can see a dream and know you are dreaming, yet apart from it, that is how God feels this universe. On one side, he is awake in ever-new bliss, and on another side, he is dreaming this universe. That is how you should look upon this world. Then you will know why he created it, and you will not ascribe these dream conditions to your soul. If you pass through a nightmare, you know that it is no more than a bad dream. If you can live in the world in that consciousness, you will not suffer. That is what Kriya Yoga will give to you. That is what self-realization fellowship lessons will do for you if you practice them faithfully. It is on these teachings that you should concentrate, not on my personality or any other personality. And it is not a matter of merely reading these truths, but of practicing them. Reading does not make you wise, realization does. That is why I don't read much. I keep my mind always here at the Christ consciousness, Kutastha, center. In the omnipresent light of cosmic intelligence, how different the world appears. Sometimes I see everything as electrical images. There is no weight or mass to the body. Reading the wonders of science will not make you a sage, for there is so much more to be known. Read from the book of life that is hidden within, in the omniscience of the soul, just behind the darkness of closed eyes. Discover that boundless realm of reality. Look upon this earth as a dream, and then you will understand that it is all right for you to lie down on the bed of this earth and dream the dream of life. You won't mind then, because you will know you are dreaming. Western religious teachers preach prosperity, happiness, health, and the promise of a glorious afterlife, but not how to experience divine bliss and be untouched by suffering in the here and now. That is where the teachings of the great rishis of India go much deeper. Occidentals have accused the masters of propounding a negative philosophy of life. That is, never mind whether you suffer, never mind whether you are happy or not, deny the world. On the contrary, the masters of India ask, what are you going to do when you are confronted with pain and sorrow? Are you going to cry helplessly, or are you going to practice those techniques that give even-mindedness and transcendence while you are treating the malady? They urge common sense remedial action and simultaneous control of the emotions so that if health does go away and pain comes, you do not give in to despair. In other words, they stress the importance of enthroning oneself within in the unalloyed happiness of the soul, which cannot be tarnished by the whimsical winds of beautiful dreams of life, nor by the corrosive storms of nightmares. Those who habitually cling to material consciousness do not want to make the effort required to reach that state of invulnerability. When suffering comes, they do not learn from it and so repeat the same mistakes. One man who came to see me boasted how much money he had. I cautioned him, don't tell everyone what you have. Someone will get hold of you and your money. Soon thereafter, a lady did get hold of him, and after a short while she wanted a divorce and half of his money. By God's grace, I helped him get out of the mess. While the divorce was going through, I wrote to him urging him not to get involved again. I knew his temperament, but he came back with another wife. I was astounded by his foolishness. His new wife was a good woman and had a little money of her own. But now he wanted to get away from her, and she wouldn't let him go. Being a restless man, he had decided he didn't want married life. He wanted his freedom. But I had to advise him, you lost your freedom willingly. Now you must make the best of it. Isn't human nature strange? In India, if a wife dies, you can be pretty sure the husband will not marry again. Usually he lives in her memory. That kind of romance is considered the ideal in India, and yet once in a while we see something there to the contrary. A man came to me crying his head off for his deceased wife. His feeling had given way completely to uncontrolled emotion. He said he wanted to kill himself. I sympathized with his sense of loss, but tried to get him to think rationally. You can't get her back by carrying on this way, I told him. He sobbed, I will never marry again. But I saw otherwise and said, you will marry in a month from now. He insisted, never. Well, in 1 month he remarried, but he didn't come to see me because he was embarrassed to remember his strong disavowal of my words. Sometimes when I am traveling by car, I see how many people lived before in the houses that I pass, and how many people will come to reside in them in the future. Once the Lord said to me, see the human chicken coops and how the occupants come and go. That is the way with human life. Do not pay undue attention to the passing scenes of life. You are the immortal self, living only temporarily in a dream that is sometimes a nightmare. That is the higher philosophy of the masters of India.